Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. I think when a player gets kicked and he's got stud marks on his neck, I think it's high, it's dangerous. There's rules in place for that. Obviously, the referees decided not to, and the video evidence has also done the same. Uh, I don't know if anything will happen after the event like it did last week. We had one player suspended last week, and we never even had a free kick given against us, so you never know what happens.
Sorry, next question, Eric Vega. Eric, your line's open. Go ahead.
Coach, tonight, the team seemed lost in the field, and after some of the substitutions, it seems to regain some type of form. What do you attribute this, and why do you think this happened tonight?
I think in the first half, there was obviously, we didn't cope, like Felipe's question, we didn't cope with their shape in the midfield. We didn't cope with the way they pressed and the way that they were using the ball. There was a way, we managed to fix it in the second half. A couple of substitutions, a couple of positional changes, little alterations. So there was things that were, where if you've been working for a group for a number of months, maybe it's easier to fix on the fly. But it took till we got until half time to get it fixed.
Next question, Joe Patrick. Joe, your line's open. Go ahead.
Hey, Glassy, I'm just wondering if those last 20 minutes that you had out there with some of the players that we know are going to be important to this team, Ezekiel Barco, Jurgen Damm, just kind of what your observations were from those last 20 minutes.
Yeah, obviously we rolled the dice a little bit. Especially, well, 30 minutes to go, we put on Kubo and we put on Ezekiel. So subs 3 and 4, if you like. Obviously, they're limited for time at the moment. So part of the process right now is getting everybody up to game speed to play as long as they can. The team itself is suffering because some of the top individuals are not able to play right now. But I think as long as people are moving in the right direction and the team's moving in the right direction, we're going to get to where we want to be.
Next question, Betsy Martinez. Betsy, your line's open. Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. What do you think was missing from the team that caused them, not to get this win here at home today?
I think the first half we looked like we were waiting to see how the game was going to pan out. I think Orlando looked like in the first half they were making it more personal. They were up for the fight a touch more, and it took until half time, and we got our pride knocked a little bit that we came out fighting. So probably the first half performance in general was what cost the victory tonight.
Back to Sydney. Sydney, your line's open. Go ahead.
Glassy, how was Barca? What do you think of his performance when he came in the second half?
Yeah, he was good. He looked like he gave us a little spark. Obviously, you're pushing him for the 30 minutes we're able to use him for tonight. So I think he'll get a little bit of confidence from that, a little bit of fitness, and we'll look to continue building him up, obviously. We want our best players on the pitch for as long as we can. Obviously, he has been missing bits of training here and there and doing his rehab work, so it's never the same. And then there's no chance to play reserve games or anything like that to get him fully up to speed. So it's going to be using the first team games to get him up to where we need him to be. But a positive performance from him in the second half.
And last question, back to Joe. Joe, go ahead. Line's open.
Yeah, Glassy, you just mentioned that maybe the team wasn't maybe as up for it as Orlando was to get it started. And, this is the youngest Atlanta United starting 11 ever. Do you think that just kind of that youth and some of these guys who are newer to the team, there's just kind of a lack of leadership on the field in terms of players who can just help organize the team and that kind of thing?
I'm not sure if I'd say that. I think it's we've had a limited amount of time and game practice to actually move things around. So I think as this season progresses, hopefully you're going to see a team that learns on the go. And if we can't, if we're, what would you say, if we're not coping with a shape or something like that, it's easier to change it on the go. We've not had, if you like, pre-season games, us as a staff group, to be able to fix problems and put 2 or 3 different things in place. So that's been the difficulty. But you will see a group that gets better as the season goes. I think second half you saw a group of players that were looked like they were fighting for the jersey, looked like they were trying to fix some of the issues from the first half. And I think there's no doubt that we were a lot better in the second half than we were in the first, which is a positive, and we build on that and we look towards Wednesday now.